like back behind that tree stump there. Despite the okapi's horse-like body and zebra-like print on their hind legs, they're actually going to be the closest living relative of giraffe. Both okapi and giraffe have a similar skull structure. They both also have these really long prehensile tongues. Prehensile means finger-like, so for those animals, their tongue basically acts like our fingers. Over on our left are some orangey antelope. These are bongos. Bongos are nicknamed the ghosts of the forest because they are so good at camouflage they're actually rarely ever seen. Both male and female bongos have those horns that sit back pretty low on their heads. That just helps them to deflect any branches and maneuver through the brush of the forest a little bit easier. Further along here in the forest, we see a couple of saddle-built stork hanging out on the hill over to our right. There's going to be one male and one female, and you can always tell them apart just by looking at the color of their eyes. Males always have brown eyes, and females always have yellow eyes, but to be the female in the front and the male in the back there. Now, saddle-built storks don't have any vocal cords either, so instead, when they want to communicate with one another, we often just see them rattle their bills at each other, and somehow they know what they're saying. Along here, and make sure you keep a close watch on all the bushes and trees. Like we talked about, those who live here primarily rely on camouflage to protect themselves, so we're never quite sure who's going to be hiding out behind it. And I see some movement behind the trees here to our left. Looks like some greater kudu. They're all female, and I can tell just because they don't have any horns. Most of them have horns that reach about 6 foot in height. We're just going to pass on by on those and start making our way over to the second destination of our safari today, which is the Safa River. Safa River tends to be home to some more aquatic animals we can find on the reserve. One of these most beautiful being is a giant hippopotamus. Hippos are going to be among the largest and most dangerous animals that we can find in Africa. However, they like to spend a lot of their time in or under the water. They can actually hold their breath and stay underwater for up to 8 minutes at a time. So make sure that you're keeping a close watch on the rivers as we head over here. Couple hippo in the back right corner there, probably just sleeping right now. They are nocturnal animals, and typically hippos sleep underwater and naturally don't rise up to the surface and ground under there. It's a bit easier to see are some of those large grayish whitish birds. Those are pelicans. Alright. I do see some other animals here though, much easier to see behind these waterfalls. Are an crocodile. That's a deep 18 long.
Oh, bite! Oh!
Hi guys, fully seated please. Take a seat. Fully seated, all the way down. Thank you. Despite their size, they use up high on the trees that other animals typically cannot reach. Not only will that keep the trees healthy, it also creates gaps that allow for sunlight to flow through. And giraffes will spend the majority of their day eating those tree leaves just to help them support their very unique digestive systems. Giraffes, just past that is a bit of a fork in the road actually. And I think that we're going to head over to our left. There's a lot of trees knocked down this way. It could be a really good indication that there may be some elephants nearby. Elephants tend to act kind of like the bulldozers in the savannah. They like to knock down trees in their path because it helps them more easily eat the bark and leaves off of it. They're just big herbivores, almost like a vegetarian, looking for all the plant life that they can find to get their food and nutrients that way. And I think we're making a good choice as we come, and up here on our right is an African elephant. I will say too, I would say this elephant here is a male, just because typically when male elephants grow up, reach about the age of 15 to 16, they are going to leave big family groups, either hang out in solitude like he seems to be doing, or occasionally reduce them form smaller bachelor groups of other males. Now the reason that they do this is just because the larger family groups of elephants tend to live in a matriarch. This means that the females are going to be the ones in charge. The oldest female in the herd will do so. And a giraffe's tongue is really long, at about 18 inches. That means it's long enough they can lick their own eye if they wanted to, and they do sometimes to clean it out. If you think about it though, it's kind of just like how we rub our eyes when we wake up in the morning. Over here to our right are some hard-to-spot zebras. Now people often question if a zebra is black with white stripes or white with black stripes, and the color of the skin on their nose can tell. Every zebra I see over there looks to have a black nose, which means that they're going to be black zebras with white stripes. Just like our fingerprints, zebra stripes are unique also. species based off the unique stripe pattern. Walking our way here are some holy cattle. Now they have those really big horns up at the top of their heads that may look like they're a little bit heavy and tedious to carry around. They're pretty light though. They actually help the cattle stay cool. They're made of a very unique honeycomb structure on the inside that allows for blood to flow through the horns, which will disperse it and turn cool down the cattle. That process is called thermoregulation, but it basically just means that they have their own personal AC unit up on top of their heads.
Got that on video.
I got a really tall grass.
Oh no.
I keep looking on your left regardless though, even if you can't see them. There's a whole flamboyance of flamingos this way. And a flamboyance is what you call a group of flamingos. These are greater flamingo, which are going to be the tallest and lightest pink of all flamingo species. They get their pink color from their diet. It's very rich in a compound called beta-carotene. And flamingos eat a lot of brine shrimp, which is abundant in beta-carotene. Now any smaller birds there with more of a grayish or whitish color to them could just be baby flamingos or flaminglets.
They're little
who have
flamingo
enough
babies
brine
in the
shrimp
middle.
yet to develop the vibe or pink color that we all know before. It only takes about 2 years to fully develop. Their skin, this is going to be a mistranslation of the Afrikaans word fight, which means wide. They have a much wider mouth than most other rhino species do. They also tend to be a little bit more social than other rhinos, weighing in at about a bit larger as well, weighing in about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. Over to our right there, got a couple of ostriches. They're going to be the largest birds and fastest animals on 2 legs, and they're thought to be so fast because they only have 2 toes. We'll definitely try to look that over that way, so hopefully y'all can grab a closer look at that. Get a bit of a closer look at these rhinos first. She's sleeping right now. And I'd start to keep a close watch on any shadows you see coming up to our left. There are a few cheetahs laying down back here by the bushes, like almost like spotted logs on the ground. Lush trees are behind here, so we'll see them a bit better. But cheetahs are the fastest land animals, reaching speeds of 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. They can actually top at speeds of about 70 miles per hour. However, they cannot stay at that speed for very long, and it does tend to take them quite a while to recover after a run. After capturing their prey, just wait 30 minutes to even an hour at times to enjoy their meal, just because it takes them that long to catch their breath once again.
What's up, man?
Still on the left-hand side of the trunk, but if you look to the right of the tree on the far right, there's a cheetah laying down. The rocks we've made our way over to is called a kopie. Kopies are popular spots for predators to hang out because it serves as a great vantage point for them to look down over their prey. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we do see big cats like lions over here. However, the lion does not sleep tonight. They are nocturnal animals, typically sleep about 16 to even 20 hours during the day. So there's a chance that they're hiding away right now trying to get some sleep. We'll keep going around the kopie just to see if we're lucky enough to find anyone. Those ostriches again over there on the right. Let's see if we find the lions on this side. The other reason lions are nocturnal animals is because their vision is 6 times better at night. So females have to go out and hunt them. Males tend to stay back to go with the kopie and any cubs that may be there. So they really do need all the rest of the kids during the day to be better prepared for those activities come nightfall. And it looks like they're just sleeping right now, so we'll let them be and hunt around the kopie. Now I know that they're going to look small, but I promise you they're all fully grown miniature hinge-bird goats, just as big as they are gonna get. And I know the goats are really cute to look at, but I do want to take a moment and point out the yellow triangle thing in the warped front yard. That's a bee fence that we used in the elephant and bees project that we talked about a little bit earlier on, because we did conduct some of the research for that right here on the reserve. One piece of that project though that we never did talk about is why these elephants are even suffering from habitat loss in the first